Good evening, everyone. We're starting a couple of minutes early because we're going to be starting this game pretty soon. So I hope, first of all, that you are having a great evening. Welcome to Marietta College eSports 2019. My name is Matt Williamson. I will be your commentator for this. This is a very exciting time for this semester. We got a lot of things going on here. First of all, hopefully you're staying warm. I know it's really cold outside, so make sure that you do bundle up, get that blanket, that hot chocolate, that coffee, whatever it takes to make sure that you do stay warm in this evening. But as I was saying, this is going to be a very exciting semester for esports at Marietta College. We have 3 different teams this semester. We still have our League of Legends team. We have our Overwatch team, as we're going to be doing several matches for you today. And we have our Rocket League team, so we will be discussing more about those as the semester comes. So for today is a very special day because we have not 1, not 2, but 3. That's right, 3 different matches for our Overwatch team. They are going to be participating in the Tespa Overwatch Collegiate Championship, and for the next 5 weeks, they will be participating in 2 to 3 different matches of different schools all over the country. So our first match, which will be starting up in a couple of minutes, is going up against Miami of Ohio. They're a very good team, so this is going to be a very exciting match. Just to let you know how the Overwatch matches are going to be running for Collegiate Esports. This is going to be a best 2 out of 3 with maps. It's kind of like the Overwatch League, so there will be up to 3 maps. You win 2 of those 3 maps, you win the game. So for this first match, I'm double checking here with the maps because I do have that up here. So our first map will be Kings Row, followed by Nepal, and then if we do go to a map 3, it will be Watchpoint Gibraltar. Now, in the event that there is a tie, because some of these game modes can result in a tie, Ilios is the designated tiebreaker, so we'll see if we get to that, but you never know. But it is going to be a best 2 out of 3. Let me go ahead and get the starting lineup for you, just so you know who is on our Overwatch team. So we do have Chucks, who's our team captain and shot caller. We have Nard, we have Brimstone, Neptune, I Am Nobody, and E. Scott. These guys have been practicing for quite a bit for the past couple weeks, just getting prepared for these matches. So we just need to give it just a couple more minutes. I think the lobby is pretty much set up, so as soon as they click on go, we will have the matchup to you. So just hang tight for another minute or so, and we will be underway. So I'm being told that everyone is ready. Then it looks like we are starting the game here. So let me get all the audio set up for you and get everything here. You just have to wait for getting the players set up so they can select their champions. So while we are spectating this, and just a couple, I should say a few reminders about this. The stream is on a 3-minute delay. And I'm doing that for a couple of reasons. One, according to Tespa rules for spectating and streaming, it has to be under a 3-minute delay. And part of that is because of reason number 2. We wouldn't want anyone to be stream sniping during this because it is a live match. Unlike games like League of Legends where there's already a built-in 3-minute delay with spectator mode, spectating here is live. So we do not want to have any stream sniping going on. So what that also means is that if there are any possible audio issues, I do apologize because it's going to take a couple of minutes to get those things fixed for you. But I do believe everything is appropriate and set up accordingly. But now we're just waiting. So this is King's Row, and it does look like that Marietta will be on offense first. This is set up, this should be set up just like competitive play or what you see in Overwatch League, where each team will have a chance to play offense and defense. So even if Marietta does win this round, or even lose this round, they still have to swap sides. So it really comes down to whoever gets farthest between the 2 rounds will win the map. Now, so we do see Marietta trying to assault the capture point here. Chucks does go down. And it looks like Marietta is going down pretty quickly. They will be coming back up, but Miami has put a very strong defense there with their Reinhardt. We do see from Marietta starting to respawn. So we'll see if they can make a dent in Miami's defenses. So it looks like they're starting to make for the objective, but Miami is trying to thwart that. And we do see Marietta trying to flank off the side, but 2 from Marietta are already down, 3 are already down. So Miami has a very good defense with their Reinhardt and their Zarya. So they will need to group up to see if they can focus a couple people down. Okay, so it looks like they're going around the statue here and to see if they can pull off an offensive over here. But it just looks like they're not really able to get in there. But it looks like eScout was trying to protect some of the DPS, but some damage is going trade back and forth, but nothing's really happening here. So it looks like they're trying to go with an indirect approach for trying to get the capture point. It looks like Moria's Coalescence is going down, but the Reinhardt counters with his own Earth Shatter, which completely stuns Moria and shuts down the Coalescence. Yeah, it looks like most from the Pioneers have gone down from that, so the ults were ineffective. They're going to have to do something here because they got about a little over a minute left to capture this point. The Zarya ult comes out along with the Diva ult, but doesn't look like I got anyone yet. And we see Zarya going down for Miami. So we'll see if Marietta can capitalize on this. It looks like Neptune goes down for Marietta. A lot of damage going trading back and forth here. But it looks like several of the Pioneers are going down. That's already 3 down. And with less than 30 seconds left, it's going to be really difficult to capture the point here. And it looks like Miami is just going right for the entrance to try to stop them, but with 10 seconds left, they're going to have to go in there and contest this point, or at least the first round of this map is going to go to Miami. The Diva ult comes out and gets 2 for the Pioneers, and round 1 will go to Miami. Now that's not game 1, that's just round 1. So what happens now is that Miami and Marietta will swap places, so Marietta will be on defense. So what that means is for Miami to win this map, they'll have to capture that first point. If they do that, then they take map 1. Right now they're still selecting their heroes, and then there'll be a little time to get things set up. Alright, so now the Pioneers will head over to the capture point to set up their defenses. So we can see who they're going with. So it looks like they're also going with the Zarya and the Reinhardt for the frontliners, with Lucio and Moria for supports. Actually, it looks like they're going with 3 supports with Ana, Moria, and Lucio. And then, so they have Reaper for their DPS. Alright, so let's see how well the Pioneers can hold up against Miami. Here they come. It looks like they're going to go with the indirect approach going outward. And they use the portal to get over to the other side very quickly, so they're already on top of them. And they got the Bastion to try to turret people down, but doesn't seem to be effective just yet. We do see it looks like eScott has gone down. So one of Marietta's key defensive, so most of Marietta has already gone down, so this is not looking good. So if Miami captures this point, which looks like is what's going to happen, then map 1 will go to, and there it is, they capture the point. So with that, game 1, map 1 will go to Miami.
Play of the game.
Alright, so that is game 1 for the Red Hawks. Alright, so give us a second here to get things set up for game 2. As I also adjust a couple things here on the stream. Once again, it is a best of 3, so even though Miami did take that one, Marietta can still come back and take the next 2 games. So the second map should be, if I remember correctly, this will be on Nepal. So it looks like they are doing the ready checks. It looks like we are entering the game.
Traveling to Nepal.
Well, sure enough, we are traveling to Nepal. But right now, we're just waiting for them to assemble their heroes and try to capture territories. Once again, just as with the last map, this should be a best of 3. So although this is not doing the capture point and payload, it should be a best of 3. for this particular map. But yeah, so Marietta's going to have to figure out a good composition or a strategy for handling Miami's defenses there, because it was a very good defense. So we do see for a composition here that we do have two tanks with the Reinhardt and the Ariza. So then we have our two DPS with Mei and Reaper, and then we got Moria and Lucio for support. So a typical 2 tank, 2 DPS, 2 healer composition. Everyone will be rushing over to the capture points. So we see the wall coming up to provide a defense and a little bottleneck, but just damage is going all over the place here. And that looks like just about everyone from the Pioneers has gone down, and the capture point will initially go to Miami. Now Marietta is going to need to go respawn and try to try to take that point from them. And it looks like Miami's very well grouped up here. Okay, we do see the Hammond coming out here. See if he can cause a little disruption along the enemy lines. And we do see Nard with Hammond going down. Moria is going down. And so is Reinhardt for the Pioneers. Yeah, so they're just really struggling to cut through their defenses. And we do see the Brigade's rally coming out for Miami. And Hammond is trying to do as much as he can to disrupt, but it's not doing a whole lot. No one from Miami has gone down yet. It looks like... So the Shatter comes out and just takes out 3 people on the Pioneer side. 4 people have gone down. So we do see Hammond here trying to contest, but not too much when he's by himself. Although Marietta did get a little bit of the capture points, but Miami was able to take that back. So we'll have to see if Marietta can do a better push with this one. You do have Moria's ult available if needed to. And Zariel comes out along with the Diva combination. That's a really deadly combo with 3 or 4 the Pioneers already going down there. And with it being at 97%, it's looking like that this is going to go to Miami for the first capture point. All right, so with this is going to be do or die for the Pioneers. They will need to capture and win this round in order for the match to continue. Otherwise, that will be map 2 for Miami, and that will be their best 2 out of 3 for the match. So I mean, it looks like the Pioneers are having trouble with just trying to focus on particular targets. I mean, the Reinhardt and Desire combo for tanks is just exceptionally well, and they're just not able to break through that Reinhardt. So we do see a little bit of a difference in comp. We do see the McCree and the Junkrat coming out, and Roadhog. So trying a couple of composition differences to see if that makes a difference. And it's looking like the Pioneers are capturing the point here, even though Brimstone is down. But we do see some trades going off here, but 3 for the Pioneers are down now. And it's looking like Miami is able to overwhelm and capture this point. Right now, trying to see if they can get through their defenses. Looks like the tree's trying to go up here to the side and see if he can get some damage on Lucian. Gets a little bit of damage on him. But we do see Roadhog already going down and being revived. And we do hear that Bastion all going off. And anytime you hear that, you know you need to run away. And sure enough, people are getting cannoned. You see Mori's ult ready to go, but there's nothing really to back that up, so this would not be the ideal time to use that. We do see the photon barrier going out for Symmetra for Miami, just trying to prevent that range damage going through. And we already do see several from the Pioneers going down. So the Pioneers are going to have to make a big push here because the capture point's already at 83%. But it's looking like that they're just going down, just getting picked off one after with that Bastion. And there's the Bastion all coming out. The Diva ult goes out, and there is some contesting going on over at the capture points. With Brimstone did give a good effort to try to keep the game going, but sad to say that it does appear that the map will go to Miami. So with winning 2 maps, that does mean that this match will go to Miami. That is unfortunate, but I mean, Miami, Ohio is a very well-established esports program. I know we played against them with our CSGO team last semester. So they are very well established and organized. So we were anticipating them to be a very good team. So unfortunately, this match does not go in our favor, but that's all right. We do have 2 more matches for you later on today. So just a kind of as a programming note while we have everyone here. So at 7 o'clock, we will have our next match. Will be against Johnson County Community College. And then at 8:30, we'll have our 3rd match today against University of Pittsburgh Greensburg. Now, if you haven't done so already yet, please be sure to follow us for any updates, because if you are already following us on Facebook or Twitter, you would already know about these matches today. So be sure to go to our Facebook at Marietta College Esports. Be sure to go to our Twitter at Marietta Esports. Be sure to follow our Twitch channel here, so that way when we come up, you can see our matches here. So thank you for watching this match. What we'll do is we'll take down the stream in between matches, and then I'll get the stream back up and running again for probably about 15 minutes before our scheduled match. So once again, thank you, and hope to see you in about an hour.